This time for real, let's check out all the skills and break them down step by step, move by move. But really, I think this is a third summer banner because this is in Hoshidan summer outfits. This is, people don't associate yukatas with summer because, you know, we're generally Westerners. But in Japan, they're big in summers, especially the summer festivals. Alright, number 1 is Xander. So right away I saw close counter, QR, and odd defense wave, which makes him really good fodder at the bare minimum. Because close counter is so far was only on, the only normal hero it's on is Takumi, and outside of that it is Winter Tharja. So 2 special heroes, so there's not a lot of chances to get close counter. And of course QR3 is 5-star fodder skill, 5-star exclusive fodder skill, though you can, feathers are not that hard to get, so Tsubaki has a 5-star for QR. And an odd defense wave is really strange, but you know, they did odd res wave, odd speed wave, odd attack wave, and odd defense wave, now it's complete. So, but the really big thing here is Dusk Uchiwa. Please tell me I said that right. Effective against cavalry foes, disables units and foes skills that changes attack priority after... Disables units and foes skills that change attack priority. That means Vantage doesn't work. What else doesn't work? There's a lot of things that it could affect. But that's pretty cool. After combat, if units attacked, inflicts defense res -7, because that's a dagger effect on basically all daggers within 2 spaces of the target through their next actions. Whoa, that's actually a pretty good weapon. In any case, as for the dagger itself, it seems like a really good dagger. The worst thing about dancers and refreshers, I mean dancers, singers, aka refreshers in this game, is that they have low BST, which means their attack, their defense, their speed, everything's hampered. All their stats are hampered by a lower stat total. So by giving them an effective against capabilities, it really improves them. By allowing him to do 1.5x damage, which is what effective means against calves, and calves are fairly frequent in the lower levels arena, in lower end of tier 20 and even further down below. So he actually has a pretty good niche to fulfill, not to mention he has close counter and QR and all defense wave. So this guy is potentially like a Brave Lin counter. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, of course. I don't know his stats. Like if his attack is low, it's not going to happen. But if it's fairly high, it could happen. And he disables units and foes skills that change attack priority. So things like Vanish doesn't work. So that gives him a pretty good niche. At the very least, the way I see it is that you can use him as a defensive dancer. You can use him to tank something. He's most likely going to have a high attack, high defense. Use him to tank something, and he kills them with QR. And in the rest of the battle, use him just for dance. Yeah, that's really good. I don't know. I think Xander's really good. Xander's pretty good. This dance looks so dorky though. He came fully built too. Elincia looks magnificent. Magnificent. She's so beautiful. Attack speed. Are you kidding me? Attack speed push. I thought this skill was super special from Summer Tana, but it's already back. It's already back. What the heck? For those who don't know, attack speed push gives you attack and speed +5 as long as you're at 100% HP, which, if you thought about it, it works perfect on refreshers because they're only expected to fight one time. You don't want, if a refresher or a dance, aka a dancer or singer, is constantly attacking, they're not dancing, they're not using sing. So their main function, the best thing about them, is not being used. However, if you have attack speed push, you can actually use them to kill something initially and then back off and just use them, like their HP is low now, so you just use them to dance for the rest of the battle. And then rock slide dance too, that's good. Speed +3, defense +4 as long as you sing or dance. That's pretty good. You can actually put this skill on everybody, even heroes that are not refreshers, but it wouldn't do anything, of course. And then drive res, that's pretty good. Drive res, 240 SP skill, res +3 is good. And then I'm leaving the weapon to last, guys, because those are the biggest things. Cloud Mayogi. If there's any Japanese speakers in this chat, please let me know how to speak things, and please don't hate on me for butchering everything. Alright, it is effective against dragon foes, 12 might, 2 range, of course. Another dagger weapon, actually. On my initial viewing, were they all dagger heroes? Jeez. Okay. I actually think that's a pretty good combination to have them as daggers. Hold on, these are colored daggers. Wait. I didn't notice that initially. What? Okay, well that's... Again, when I first viewed it, it was the first minute and 30 seconds, and I was just taken aback by everything, so... this game... Okay, my problem with colored daggers is the same problem I have with colored, archers. The colorless pool is absolutely shitty. They need help. Please help them. There is, like, very few heroes worth pulling for in the colorless pool in general, unless a special hero shows up, but... Or a Legend Grima or something, but those are, like, very rare situations. So to have colorless daggers as well, you're taking away more heroes that could have just been colorless and putting them into a different pool that doesn't need help. Yes, please save dagger heroes. Please save colorless pool, and you can do that by giving them dagger heroes and archer heroes that are actually good. But they haven't been doing that. They've been just making them different colors. Or special heroes like, you know, the new Takumi, Summer Takumi. Anyways, going back to this, effective against dragon foes is really useful, but dragon foes usually have high defense, so I'm not sure how good that would be. Same ability as Xander's, where she can negate things like Vantage. And the debuff ability is really good because if you're using her defensively, because attack speed push works defensively as well, as long as, you know, at the start of combat it functions. So basically you can use her to defend, and then she kills whatever dragon well, she can't kill a dragon because there's no range dragons, but she defends, she kills the enemy hero, and then she debuffs the enemy team, and then the rest of the battle you can use her as a dancer and a support hero, so that's pretty good. So a lot of you guys don't even like the weapons triangle. I just think this is unnecessary. They need help. The colorless pool needs help, so having colored dagger heroes, that's too much for me. Alright, this time it is Ryoma, TA3. It's a 4-star skill from Roy, so that's nothing impressive. Shield defense 3, so now that for the people who didn't want to fodder their wall hearts, you have a better option. Sorry, I'm not a fan of Ryoma, that's why I'm okay with killing him. Spur speed res 2, not very impressive. Is this the weakest set of skills so far? I think it is. Guys, thanks for redeeming questions, but I'll be taking the questions after all this is done, because otherwise I can't. Otherwise I'm going to be pausing way too many times. Anyways, this time it's the same ability. This time it's effective against armored foes, which is probably the worst thing you want. He's blue, right? I think he's blue. I can't tell the monitor. Okay, yeah, he's blue. That's kind of awkward because he's probably not going to do enough damage. And even if he does enough damage, most armored heroes, for obvious reasons, high armored, high defensive values, right? So even with the effective against option, he better be quick and he better be able to take a hit. Otherwise, it's not that useful. For example, if he fought Zelgius or something, or the Black Knight, or if he fought Effie, obviously he's not going to fight like Hexer or something because he's blue, but if he fought Effie or something, I have doubts. But I don't know for sure until his stats come out, but that's not ideal in my opinion. We almost have Ryoma emblem? Wait, how many Ryomas do we have? We have Legendary Ryoma, normal Ryoma, this Ryoma. You're right, we almost have Ryoma emblem, yeah. Okay, sorry, I have to pause here real quick because isn't she splendid? Elincia or Micaiah, guys? Who is more pretty? Because I'm conflicted. I always loved Elincia because I love green hair. Green hair is just so cool to me. And she always had this, like, great attitude. And she was really cheery. Micaiah sometimes was, like, stale bread. But you can't ignore the fact that she's awfully pretty. And Yune's there. But it's pretty close, huh? Micaiah or Elincia, they're both really good. Her smile is contagious. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Whoever drew this, Chico drew this. Oh, Chico, okay. That smile, it's like slightly awkward. It's so perfect. I know a big part of this game, everyone just focuses on the stats and skills of the heroes. But sometimes the artist gets it so right. Anyways, she looks really, really good, and I'm really happy about that at least. For me, I don't want to sell out, but I think I gotta pull for Elincia and Micaiah. That art, I can't say no to it. Anyways, she's a red dancer. Red mage. Okay, finally, not a dagger. Okay, Don Suzu. Effective against armor and cav foes. Where did we see this before? Where did we see this effective against armored and cav foes? From a mage hero. Did it also come from a certain somebody starting with M? So as we all know, Micaiah had Fanny as well, so she was effective against armored and cav foes. But that's crazy. Micaiah is still going to be, she's really good. I think she's the best hero here. Being a red mage, effective against armor and cav foes. So she's basically Micaiah, but red version, but that can dance. Likely will have less res, likely will have less attack, but who cares? Is what I'm going to say. Because I think she's going to be excellent. Attack +3, so she's going to go for the one-shot kills. I can already see it now. You might want to put Deathflow on her just so she can ensure the one-shot kill. But attack respawn is still an excellent skill, at least allowing her to be a defensive hero. Take a hit, give a hit. Her B skill is Fire Flood Dance 2. If Singer Dance is used, grants attack +3, res +4 to target. That's pretty good too. And Res Ploy, which can really help her one-shot an enemy hero. And of course, Don Suzu also still keeps the ability to negate skills that like disable, well, that changes attack priority. So things like Vantage that could really mess up mages. Like one of the builds I did for my Hannah originally was Distant Counter Advantage. The entire idea was if I fought an entire team of green mages, I would lose because she can't take all those shots. But if I had Vantage, she'll just one-shot everybody. So somebody like that, you cannot just counter it with Vantage. And unlike Hardy Bearing, it's not messed up by HP. Yeah. So the new series of weapons is actually really good, but here you go, guys. That's all the heroes. I think Micaiah's the most impressive of them all. Attack Respawn is good fodder. Resploy is good fodder. Fire Flood Dance too. You want to keep that. She's fully built. Most of these heroes are actually fully built. You just have to give them a special skill. But I can't wait to see her stats before I make up her mind. She might be really low damaging though, and that's what scares me because dancers, refreshers, I mean, just low BST. 43 times 2. It was against a blue lance cab that she did 43 times 2. It was effective against damage. Somebody can do the damage calc, but not bad. Taking part in this event is a true honor. I thank you for the invitation. Look at her. Elincia is always going to be my queen. Oh boy. Anyways, guys, what do you think of the banner? Wait. I need to go back just to double check if there's like any random heroes. No. It's just Loki. Why is Loki there? Okay, sure, whatever. You just have to deliver Glimmer and she'll be one-shotting people. I think Glimmer is probably the ideal skill for most of these heroes. If you guys forgot what Glimmer does, Glimmer basically takes your damage and then improves it by 50%. And it's 2 charge cooldown. So for a lot of these heroes, I think they need to have very high attack and just go for the one-shot kills. Ryoma's most likely going to be pretty quick and needs to double against armored heroes to get the kill. But I think that's built in. I think that's by design. But overall, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this banner. Personally, I'm going to snipe for greens and blues. But let's be honest here, guys. You don't have to pull on this banner. There's no need to. There's just absolutely no need to. How many dancers or singers do you guys have right now in the game? For me, I have 7. And in Arena Assault, you only need 6. Your first team should not be using a dancer or singer. It will drag down your overall points. And for the next 6, as long as you have a dancer or singer, you can like really draw out like the capabilities of your best heroes by using them more often. You have 8, 2, both Ninians. If you have like very few dancers or singers, then I think this banner is excellent because again, they provide a huge utility in Arena Assault. It's really useful. Read the TA skill for Ryoma. Read it. Did I actually Am I missing something? It said T. Okay, I'll go back to TA. You said to reread the TA skill. If unit has weapon triangle advantage, boosts attack by 20%. If unit has weapon triangle at disadvantage, reduces attack by 20%. What am I missing? That's just how TA is. Look at the icon? What am I missing? Oh, it's the cancel affinity icon. Oh. Hey, let's be clear here. Most likely, let's be clear. All right. For intelligence systems, the people they have working right now on these banners, like making these videos, they're probably some intern, all right? They're probably some intern and they don't actually play these games. They're like, "What the fuck is this?" They look at TA and they look at CA, they're like, basically the same thing. Let's use this one, right? And let's be serious here. This trailer was released 2 hours early. It was supposed to be released at 11, man. So yeah, it's probably some intern who's doing all this stuff. Hey guys, don't be too mean to the intern guy, alright? It's not easy. You're poorly paid. People step on you. You have like deadlines to work on and probably didn't do such a good job, you know? Let's not get too much on him. Alright guys, I'm just gonna quickly rank the heroes from best to worst. I think number 1, Micaiah. It's very simple. Double effective against really good B skill, good A skill, good C skill. Her tome is just really, really good. Double effective against attack +3 and nullifying priority skills. That's really useful. Number 2, I have a tie between Elincia and Ryoma. I think both of them have some really big offerings to give up. Because, well, actually, no. The thing is, I'm putting Ryoma so high up because I think Ryoma's stats are going to be really good. Because the expectation for Ryoma is high attack, high speed. All his iterations have been high attack, high speed. And if he can keep high attack, high speed, and I know I just said that 3 times, he can be pretty good, especially against armored heroes. So I think there's some utility there for him. Now, as for Elincia, attack speed push. I think that's enough said. Like, it's really good. And she's hot, which rises her up in the pull list. And then Xander last, because colorless dancer. I mean, he's not bad. Let's be honest, he's not bad. But if we had to rank it, I think he's just below the other 2. But yeah, again, guys, you don't need to pull on this banner. And remember, CYL2 is coming up. The thing is, putting Xander on the bottom really sucks because he has these great fodder skills. But anyways, I just want you guys to keep in mind CYL2 is coming up as well. You also have a Legend Heroes banner coming up. You also have the Performing Arts rerun and then the Halloween banner. So for the next 3 months, you should be strapped on orbs. Next 2 months, I mean, you should be strapped on orbs. So, and keep in mind, in December, you have basically 2 banners because you have the New Year banner and you have the Winter banner. So there's so many banners coming up. Can you really budget enough orbs for dancers that, let's be honest, most people have singers and dancers. So I don't know if it's actually a smart idea to pull on this, but I'm a guy and I see pretty girls and I'm easily swayed by pretty girls, especially when they have effective against weapons. So I'll be pulling. But yeah, that's my thoughts on all of this. Anyways, that's enough about the banner. I'm thoroughly impressed. I can't wait to see the stats. And Elincia and Micaiah are too pretty, but real talk, I think I'll put Elincia over Micaiah in terms of prettiness because I just like Elincia more. But yeah, anyways, that's that.